Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Celebrity Cars. We're located at 7770 Dean Martin Drive in Las Vegas, halfway between Summerlin, Nevada and Henderson, Nevada. We're right off the strip. Come see us sometime. Look what you clicked on. You're very daring. It's the 1965 Shelby Cobra. Built in 1998 from the original back to Earth, back to planet. Shelby wanted to bring this Cobra back. So in the late 90s, they started building Cobras again. So this was built in 1998, CCX number 4000, okay? This is CCX number 4108. Original black, original side pipes, original interior, and original drivetrain. This is about as fantastic as you can get, folks. Celebrity Cars here, we installed new lights about 6 months ago. They're like magnifying glasses. I'm going to let that camera that you're looking at me through do most of the work here today with this paint, okay? I'm your living, breathing condition report, if you will, okay? Maybe you don't want to get on a plane today, you don't want to leave the couch, you got some money in your pocket, or maybe you wanted a car that Paul Walker used to own. True story. We'll get back to that in a minute. But anyway, it's absolutely stunning, folks. I'm going to crawl on the ground, pick out scratches, pick out dings, if there's any rust, all that kind of thing. That's why I'm here. That's what we do with our cars. In the old days, we walk around this sucker for 2 minutes, show you the video, put it on the internet for you to look at and hopefully purchase. And these days, we've taken the additional steps so you don't have to worry about your purchase. So what I do is do my very best to dissect the paint and its condition and let you know what you're potentially buying. So 1965 Shelby Cobra. The paint is in magnificent condition. It's got a couple scratches that I'm going to show you. But other than that, if you look at any of our other videos, you find that I lay on the ground. I've already done all of that, okay? So we don't need to climb around today. You're just gonna have to take my word for it. I'm gonna point out a couple little instances where there's some marks in the paint. There aren't no like major scratches in this paint. And it's never been fully detailed as of recent. So it's never been, buffed with a wheel or any of these things. It's been kept in this condition. The paperwork, most of its life, all of its life, it's lived in a climate-controlled garage. It comes from a very, very prestigious collection years ago before the prior owner owns it. And this is quite the vehicle. So without further ado, let's get in a little closer. And let's get a good look at the hood, the nose, and we can pretty much look at the engine compartment now. I'm going to raise the hood up slowly so the camera can see the condition of the paint, so you can see it at a different angle. I'd like to be clear that I could nitpick here with this paint, but I'm not gonna. It's a Shelby Cobra, and all the paint is here. I'll say it again, this hasn't been professionally detailed in quite a while. The paint is very smooth. It's brilliant. It's super nice and black, and you'd be hard-pressed to find a mark on this. I'm paid to find marks on these cars, so I'm gonna share with you where the marks are. But the little itty-bitty abrasions, so delicate because this is a black car, I'm not pointing them out to you, okay? You're gonna have to trust me that I'm gonna show you the imperfections, and everything else is going to be fine, so for that matter. So the whole nose here, the headlights, the glass, the front grille, which was actually, the other mesh in here was taken out. The radiator's right there. It's in decent shape. The paint all the way down along underneath here. This hasn't been scraped up before. I've run my hands down there plenty of times now, free and clear of any curbs or anything like that. The mesh up front here, the parking lights and the hoses, all of this car is in supreme condition. Now, as the camera goes by here while we work together, you might see some really fine stuff in the paint. Like I said, I'll say it for the third time. Get your fancy detailer. They'll take care of those things for you. Now, if I could bother you to come on over here so we can look at three of the only imperfections on the car. This is all beautiful black, folks. I've got nothing to say anything along here. But right here, if we could come in real slow and carefully, I've got 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3 little itty bitty marks only on the passenger side here. The driver's side is free and clear. I'm not even sure that you could see them. I'm not positive that these will be 100% eliminated with a polish, but I just wanted to let you know that they're here. You can barely see them on film, and you can barely see them standing here, okay? But they're there. And let's continue to walk around. I've got nothing to share with you down here. You know, actually, we're going to come back here and talk about this location for just a moment. This is one of those areas. I'll even get out my my flashlight here. This is one of those areas that likes to get banged up quite a bit from driving. You know, the road wear, the road's kicking up against it, and I barely see any of those road wear marks along here. Again, you know, if you're looking at this with me, there's a fine scratch right there. That's one of the ones that can just come out with a professional polish. Okay, but there's barely any road wear on this car to begin with. Okay, we're going to turn my light out, get back to biz here. All of this is in wonderful shape. The entire back end of the car, back where the hitch is to open up the trunk, all of this is free and clear of scratches. The chrome braces for towing are free and clear of any scratches. This entire back piece here is some of the nicest black I've seen on an automobile. So you get the idea of what you're looking at here, okay, folks? Got a little dirt there that just came off. It's hard to keep black in the city of Las Vegas, folks. It can be a dusty, dirty place. All the wheels. I don't have to talk about any of the condition of the wheels except for, you know, the camera doing its work and getting in there and seeing the existing condition of these wheels. As you see right here where you climb in and out of the car, there's barely even a fingerprint. Fingerprints can make marks in this black paint quite a bit, and there's barely even a fingerprint. And all along this whole driver's side of the car is in fantastic condition. The original CCX numbers had a small issue with the gas tank. This gas tank, just so you know, you can read about it at celebritycars.com, but this gas tank was replaced, okay? Very expensive replacement, and but the identical gas tank that were used to build these CCX cars. Inside your engine compartment here, folks, it's your iron block 427, Hallman Moody built. I'm going to hold this up while you get a good look. Just in case you missed it, celebritycars.com goes into all the details about the build of this car. I will tell you that this car comes with a plethora of paperwork which has all the original build information from Shelby American. So you're hard-pressed to find a Shelby Cobra 4000 series in such incredible condition. Your interior here, folks, it's perfect. Got racing seat belts, Right now they're stashed behind the both seats. The carpet is in fantastic condition. The shifter's in terrific condition. We have some extra switches here for a fuel pump and the extra fan to keep it cool. Everything works. I know this because we played with all of this yesterday. The door latches, the doors all close perfectly. Get a good look inside the trunk. Okay, and in the trunk here, this comes with a little carpet to put underneath it. And this is your car cover. Fancy fuel pumps in the back here. Once again, celebritycars.com, you can see photographs of all these areas if you'd like to spend a little bit more time looking at it. Okay. Everything fits perfectly. This locks up perfectly back here. Taillights are in perfect condition. This is kind of an easy one for me, folks. Normally I spend a lot more time picking out scratches and nicks and dings so you know what you're buying at home. It's a very easy car to go over. It's in close to perfect condition. It's just a couple minor things, but like I said, buy this sucker, get it home, call your very expensive detailer, and have them correct everything so it looks nice and pretty. But normally, folks, just so you know, so we're not confused here, I go over scratches, nicks, bruises, if there's any rust, all that kind of stuff. It's nothing worth pointing out here except for the 3 or 4 little scratches over there on the passenger side, just so you know. Okay, we've seen the engine. We've seen inside the trunk. We've taken a look inside the interior. And let's go for a quick ride. What do you say? Ladies and gentlemen, here we are, find ourselves back in the Shelby Cobra 1965. CCX number 4108, early 1998 build. We're going to go for a quick lap around the block so you can hear what this thing sounds like and see how special it is. Simple as that. Clutch is in. I'm going to find my key. I'm going to turn the fuel pressure gauge on, or the fuel pump on, just for its first start. We just started it a minute ago. It's still kind of cold, just so you know. I'm going to turn the fuel pump off. My park brake is down. Let's get going. Okay, so I just hit the brakes. The brakes are so rock solid, there's no pull to the left or right. It's a Shelby Cobra, folks. It's pretty darn awesome. My fuel pressure is good. My oil pressure is good. My amps are good. Water temperature didn't even register yet because it's still pretty cold. Let's continue. Now notice, folks, I didn't do a whole lot of talking. Why? Well, I'm driving a 427 Cobra. That's why. If you have any more questions about this 1965 Shelby Cobra, give us a call, 702-818-1031. We'd be happy to answer any of your questions. Call us about all the existing paperwork, and hopefully I've covered the condition and driving for you. Have a great day.